Welcome. We have chosen the topic EPO, also known as erythropoietin, which is one of the most common forms of doping, especially in cycling.
And EPO is a hormone produced in the kidneys. Every person produces an amount of EPO naturally. EPO sends out signals to produce red blood cells. These blood cells is transporting oxygen to all of the muscles in the body. If it isn't enough EPO and thereby red blood cells in the blood, the muscle will build up lactic acids. And the muscles could not take in the oxygen from the red blood cells, which will result in the athletes hitting the wall. Hitting the wall is every cyclist's nightmare, and therefore some of them are doping themselves with EPO, typically 2 weeks ahead of the race.
Yeah, and we have chosen a specific case which is more concrete and which we can relate better to. Our case is that a professional cyclist has been tested positive for EPO use in the Tour de France, and the cyclists have gained a quarantine to ever enter cyclist again and been kicked from the Tour de France. But should this man be punished? Has he even done anything wrong? Is it right?
First of all, I think it's very important that he doesn't lie about his use of EPO. You shouldn't lie about using EPO. It is humanly irresponsible to create a distorted picture of reality. I think it's directly obnoxious to lie.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. In any matter, he cannot lie about it. It will be a direct assault to God, and it will be totally against the 10 Commandments.
Yeah, but shouldn't we stop discuss whether it's okay to lie or not, and discuss if okay to use EPO in general?
Yeah.
Well, extreme athletes have a limited amount of EPO in their bodies because they push their bodies to the limits, and then it's alright that they take EPO. It's alright that they get grams of EPO, but if an amateur athlete does, it's not alright anymore.
It may not seem totally okay that this one cyclist is taking EPO, but I think it's okay if everybody is allowed to use EPO, because then it won't be a problem at all. If everybody in cycling could use EPO, it would get more even and more exciting to watch, because you don't have to think about whether one or no one is taking EPO. I think the crowd also would think it would be much more exciting to see two people that are not even compare up of a mountain if they are taking EPO both, because it would make them cheer more for their favorite. At all, I think happiness is the greatest value of this, and
yeah,
I think EPO can.
Yeah, but I don't think you can look at the consequences. Just look at the consequences like that. You cannot just change the human body. God has made us this way, and we are unique, and we are not allowed just to manipulate with His work because just for our own sake. That's disgusting and blasphemy. I think.
I kind of agree with you. The human body is a part of nature, and the nature is unique. New technologies should not be mixed with the nature, because if we are modifying the nature, we are changing it, and that's not okay. And new forms of technology can destroy the nature we live in. And if we are mixing them together and improving new technologies that ain't necessary, we might end up like a dystopian science fiction movie.
I agree with you. It is wrong. I think it's very wrong to use EPO because, and I think should be punished very hard, but when you're talking doping generally, I still think it's wrong because you're still cheating, and cheating is not okay. You're lying about something, and if instead of everybody in the cycling game or in the sport is doping, it's still cheating, and you only does it because you want to have a better result or want to win, and that's lying or cheating, and that's not.
Well, you're both wrong and right, because everybody should not take EPO, everybody don't need EPO. But it's alright if one person do. In our case, the extreme athlete have to take EPO. If he doesn't, it can be dangerous for his life, and he can die if he don't. So in that case, it's not cheating, he's just living. He's following the golden way, and live his life, and wouldn't you do the same if you were an extreme athlete? Wouldn't you take EPO then?
Yes, I would take EPO too. And if EPO can make more people interested in cycling by upgrading the sports, that will mean that also TV channels and sponsors and a lot more people would spend their money on it, and that would make the cycling sports better.
Yeah, I totally not agree with you, but we are probably not going to reach a conclusion. We have our different ethical positions